Okay, students, now learning expected outcome of today's session is you should understand colors and spectra of lanthanoids. Point number one, why do we see the color? Color one sees is due to absorption of particular wavelength or many wavelengths, and remaining wavelengths are reflected or transmitted. Mixture of transmitted or reflected waves is nothing but observed color. So what we say, observed color is complementary to absorbed color. Is it clear? Now point number two, if color is not there, what does it mean? Absorption has not taken place in the visible region, because if it would have been taken place in the visible region, we would have seen the color. So it may be in the lower energy, means infrared region, or it may be higher energy, ultraviolet region, but not in the visible region. It is our point number two. Now point number three, practically it is noted that tripositive lanthanoids and number of unpaired electrons have striking relation, surprising relation. What is that? Now see in this table. You will find all the lanthanides. Here from lanthanum plus 3 to gadolinium plus 3 are represented. And in reverse order, lutetium plus 3 to gadolinium plus 3 are represented. Why for lanthanum plus 3? Lanthanum plus 3 has F0 electronic configuration. Means how many unpaired electrons? 0. And lutetium plus 3 has F14 electronic configuration. Means how many unpaired electrons? 0. Number of unpaired electrons shown by lanthanum plus 3 and lutetium plus 3 are same. Therefore, I represented both in the one row. Similarly, cerium plus 3 and ytterbium plus 3. Cerium plus 3 electronic configuration F1 for F1 and ytterbium plus 3 configuration for F13. So cerium plus 3 has one unpaired electron and ytterbium plus 3 has one unpaired electron. Number of unpaired electrons are same for cerium plus 3 and ytterbium plus 3. Likewise, if you see here, europium plus 3. Europium plus 3 means what is electronic configuration? F6. So how many unpaired electrons are there? 6 unpaired electrons are there. Then who is here who can show 6 unpaired electron? Terbium plus 3. This terbium plus 3 electronic configuration 4F8. 4F8 means out of those 7 F sublevels, one where there will be 2 unpaired electrons and remaining where 6 unpaired electrons. So europium plus 3 and terbium plus 3 both show same number of unpaired electrons. Now see striking resemblance. Lanthanum plus 3 and lutetium plus 3, 0 unpaired electron, both are colorless. Cerium plus 3 and ytterbium plus 3, 1 unpaired electron, both are colorless. Praseodymium plus 3 and thulium plus 3 both have 2 unpaired electrons. What is the color? Green. Next, neodymium plus 3 and erbium plus 3 both have 3 unpaired electron. And what is the color? Red. Next, promedium plus 3 and holmium plus 3 both have 4 unpaired electrons. And what is the color? Pink, yellow. Next, samarium plus 3, dysprosium plus 3 both have 5 unpaired electron and color is yellow. Next, europium plus 3, terbium plus 3 both have 6 number of unpaired electrons, color is pale pink. And last, gadolinium plus 3 is colorless. Now how to remember the color? That already I discussed it in the beginning session of the lanthanoids. While remembering their atomic number, color also was discussed. If you remember, lanthanum, lamb, and lutetium, lutera, both were colorless. Cerium, CEO, and ytterbium, yabba, both were colorless. Praseodymium, pran, and thulium, tulsi, both were green. Next, neodymium, nudon, and erbium, ear, both were red. Next, promedium, prime minister, and holmium, horse, both have colors yellow and pink. Next, europium means European, and terbium means TB patient, both have pink color. And last, gadolinium means God, colorless. So with this you can remember the colors. So from this table one can conclude number of unpaired electrons, if they are same, colors will be same. But wait, see the next table also. In this next table you will find isoelectronic species, means number of electrons are same but colors are different. For example, lanthanum plus 3, F0 electronic configuration. Similarly, cerium plus 4, F0 electronic configuration. Lanthanum plus 3 is colorless, cerium plus 4 also should be colorless, but it is not, it is a reddish orange color. It has red orange color. Europium plus 3 and samarium plus 2 both have 6 number of unpaired electron. But what is the situation? Europium plus 3 is pale pink in color. Samarium plus 2 is reddish in color. Gadolinium plus 3 and europium plus 2 both have 7 number of unpaired electron. Gadolinium plus 3 is colorless, but europium plus 2 is straw yellow in color. Lutetium plus 3, F14 electronic configuration. Ytterbium plus 2, F14 electronic configuration. Both have 0 unpaired electron. Lutetium plus 3 is colorless, but ytterbium plus 2 is green in color. Now, for these metal ions, dipositive metal ions, in addition to previous color, you can add one more color, that is for dipositive. That will be your creativity, so that you can remember the colors of these dipositive lanthanoids. Now from this table, whatever the conclusion we have sought out will be in the problem. So it will be wrong to say number of unpaired electrons will decide the color of the species. It was our point number 4. So what is point number 5? If table 2 would have not been there, misguidingly would have concluded that number of unpaired electrons decide the color of the species. Then question arises, how can we explain the colors of these lanthanoids? Now it is a point number 6. Actually, color can be explained by spectras. Spectra, absorption spectra. Lanthanoids show absorption in the visible region, and complementary color will be the observed color. So that absorption can explain the spectra. This absorption for what purpose? To excite electron from one level to other level. To excite electron from one of the F sublevel to other F sublevel. So this kind of excitation, this kind of transition is called FF transition. And this F orbital means 4f orbital. This 4f orbital is well inside in the lanthanoids. After this 4f orbital, 5s orbital, its electrons are there. 5p orbital, its electrons are there. So from surrounding field, from surrounding influence, these f orbitals are protected, are shielded. So outer field orbitals shield these inner 4f orbitals, and because of that shielding, the gap between F and F sublevel remains perfect, remains same. It is not going to fluctuate, it is not going to vary. Because of fixed gap, absorption also takes place at one particular wavelength. So spectras are needle-like, line-like, sharp spectras are there. But those are weak. Weak means intensity is less. Why for? Because this is FF transition. And by rule, FF transition is not allowed. By Laporte rule, if delta L is equal to 0, transitions are not supposed to occur. Therefore, frequency of occurrence, probability of occurrence of that transition is less, probability is less, therefore intensity of the observed color is less, but it is sharp. So how can we describe the spectra of lanthanoids? Those are sharp and weak. Now point number 7, this tendency of lanthanoids which show sharp absorption is used for qualitative as well as quantitative analysis of lanthanoids. Qualitative means to find whether it is a samarium plus 3 or is a terbium plus 3. This method is what used. And quantitative means how much quantity of that particular ion is present in the matter, that we can find out only because of absorption spectra. Now point number 8, see how the spectras are there. Needle-like spectras are there. Sharp absorptions are there. This is a characteristic property of lanthanoids. When you will study application, at that time you will understand. In goggles, these lanthanoids are used. Okay, now we have explained those lanthanoids which are showing color. Because of this absorption in the visible range, we can show. How can we explain a colorless behavior of lanthanum plus 3, lutetium plus 3 and gadolinium plus 3? Now lutetium plus 3 has no unpaired electron, so there is no question of absorption. But for ytterbium plus 3, yes, there is unpaired electron, so absorption should be there. But that absorption remains in low energy radiation, infrared radiation. Therefore, ytterbium plus 3 is colorless. While gadolinium plus 3 and lanthanum plus 3 show absorption at high energy region, ultraviolet region. Therefore, they are also colorless. And other ions which show absorption in the visible region, they are showing a color. Now question you will be with, is only FF transition possible in case of lanthanoids? It's our point number 10. Yes. Other than FF transitions also are possible. It may be FD transition or there may be charge transfer transition. So if electron moves from F orbital to other d orbital or F orbital to other orbital of the ligand, so those transitions are allowed transitions. If they are allowed transitions, then how the spectra will be? Spectra will be intense. And how the nature will be? Whether it will be sharp or will be broad? It will be broad because the electron is moving from F orbital to higher orbital, and higher orbitals come in the influence of surrounding. Because of influence of surrounding, the energy level fluctuates. energy level varies. If energy level varies, one where one absorption, other where other absorption, so absorption takes place in the wide range. So maxima you will find as what? Broad. So we say spectra is broad but will be what? Intense. Example, cerium plus 4. Cerium plus 4 actually has no unpaired electron, but from ligand, from surrounding, it can take electron, and charge can be transferred from ligand to metal. It is called charge transfer transition, and these are allowed transition. It is intense. So color of cerium plus 4 is red yellow. Intense color is there. Yes. Likewise, we can explain the colors and spectra of lanthanoids. Is it clear? Now, in the next part, we will discuss other property of lanthanoids, that's a complex formation.